Cyrus and his team are super intelligent thieves who lift precious artifacts and NFTs for a living. He's been surveilled by Interpol for years who wish to catch him in the act, but he's always one step ahead. When he can't steal the art, he goes as far as stealing the artist and uses them to gain access to their art, which he sells off on the black market for a fortune. Meanwhile, Abby, an Interpol agent who wants to catch him so bad, finds herself in a fix as her boss instructs her to recruit Cyrus to help them lift $500 million worth of stolen gold from a ruthless thief, Lars Jorgensen. Abby does not like the idea, especially since she and Cyrus have history, which is kind of what's sponsoring her hate towards him. They had an affair before she realized who he was. Also, how can they be so sure Cyrus wouldn't steal the gold for himself? And since when do the authorities work with criminals? Left with no choice but to follow orders, she reaches out to Cyrus. Cyrus refuses to do it at first, knowing how ruthless Lars Jorgensen is. His reputation precedes him. So Abby threatens to use all the evidence Interpol has gathered against Cyrus and his team to send them all to jail. So Cyrus agrees to do it on one condition, that she joins them also, for insurance, just in case Interpol decides to turn on them the moment they get the gold. His teammates were not cool with the idea of working with Interpol, but they had no choice either. Abby gives them a brief on the case and they have just 17 days to prepare. Meanwhile, Lars Jorgensen finds out that one of his men is an informant for Interpol and kills him. So now he's aware they'll be on his tail, so he'll be ready for any surprises. The gold will be transported on a plane and Cyrus's brilliant plan is to hijack the plane with all the passengers on it. They just need to swap the plane mid-air with another one, which is not an easy thing to do, but of course they found a way. So while Control thinks the plane is still en route, they send a drone in its place, then divert the plane and move the gold to another plane they had standby. But Jorgensen's men intercept them and take their plane, the gold and them as well, to Lars Jorgensen. Along the way, to avoid the gold getting to Lars, Abby's boss issues a drone strike on their plane, even though he knows Abby and Cyrus were on it. Luckily, Abby was able to inform the drone pilots of civilians on board to terminate the strike, but it didn't stop them from landing in front of Lars Jorgensen's villa, delivering the gold right to his doorstep, and there's no way for Interpol to track them since the plane was off-grid. So, will Jorgensen use or kill them, or was it Cyrus's plan all along to get the gold there? Then again, is it still possible to pull off the heist? And what are the chances they'll let Interpol get all the gold if they do? Find out all these on Lift, currently showing on Netflix. But if you want to know how it ends, keep watching. Cyrus and co are surrounded in Jorgensen's villa. Jorgensen is aware one of them is Interpol, but he doesn't know who, so Cyrus says he's the one. Meanwhile, Jorgensen's business partner decides to pull out because they want no exposure to Interpol, but Jorgensen shoots her and says the deal still stands or they die. So just when he's about to kill Cyrus, they're surrounded by the police. He tries to get the police to arrest Cyrus and co for destroying his property, so Cyrus mirrors a clip captured earlier by one of the cameras on the plane when he shot his business associate. So the officers arrest Jorgensen and his crew, while Abby vouches for Cyrus and his team. Abby quits her job the minute she finds out her boss ordered the drone strike on them, knowing she was on the plane. She joins Cyrus, who takes her to meet with his other crew members. Abby complained how they let her boss walk away with all that gold, so Cyrus explains they actually stole the gold. They only let her in on half of the plan. It was always their intention to steal the gold from the beginning. So mid-air, one of them actually placed replicas on the plane and ejected the real gold, which was collected by their team member on ground. Abby's boss was so angry when he found out, and there was no way to reach Cyrus or find him. The end. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Tune in for more movie moments.